This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
This is Max Headroom, and what you're about to witness is one of the most sinister-sounding intros to a trailer to one of the greatest epics ever.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Live from the IT in the D studios above Activate Gaming in beautiful Ferndale, Michigan, it's the IT in the D Show.
It's I Love the 90s, and this is 1992.
What I'd really love is to do Wayne's World for a living. It might happen. Yeah, and monkeys might fly out of my butt.
Came to see her, didn't you? Listen, there's something I should tell you.
Hey, this is John Schneider from Nip Tuck, Smallville, the haves and the have-nots. Oh, Dr. Quinn, Hot in Cleveland, Secret Life of the American Teenager, and just about everything you can possibly imagine. And oh yeah, the Dukes of Hazzard. You're listening to Bob and Dave, IT in the D Show.
Did you say utes?
Yeah, 2 utes.
What is a ute?
Oh, excuse me, Your Honor. 2 youths.
I dig you IT geeks. This is Dre DeMatteo from Sons of Anarchy. You are listening to IT in the D.
I'm rapping. This is my Mac Daddy vibe I'm giving you.
So what happens when you tap the angry beaver in the bunghole?
Exactly. Come on.
Tries. What the hell with this? I'm calling a break. We'll come back to the show.
Well, let me give you a word of advice.
Always bet on black.
Hi, this is Ralph Macchio, and you're listening to IT in the D Show. Wax on, you know what.
I've been checking up on what these new dames have got going in the real world, and I want it!
I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled to.
There's no crying in baseball!
What's up, everybody? This is Billy Zapka. Sweep the leg. Listening to IT in the D Show. No mercy.
Hey, she's bleeding!
Not me!
Come on, shot!
He's my bodyguard!
Hi, this is Martin Cove, John Kreese from the Karate Kid movie, and you're listening to IT in the D.
Yes, Sensei!
Have you ever heard Candyman? If you look in the mirror, and you say his name 5 times.
Why am I Mr. Pink?
You're in your underwear, I'm in my underwear. Here, let's hang out.
No, I'm sorry, honey, I have a headache.
I definitely want to see Bob in his underwear. That's a fact.
Dick. How many dicks is that? A lot.
I think it means you forgive me.
You don't have no clothes on underneath the coat.
No.
I like men like that. Men who give me pleasure. He gave me a lot of pleasure.
Are you gonna follow the rules? Or are you gonna follow your instincts?
Aladdin! You've just won the heart of the princess. What are you gonna do next?
We got screwed at the same time. Yeah.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Skeptical Dave is skeptical.
You did know, didn't you?
Jesus, I feel sick. What were you doing in the bar if you didn't know?
I don't date men. I work with.
Quit.
You can't quit. I need you.
It's just too big. It's way too big.
No blips, no blood pressure variations, no pulse variants. Either she's telling the truth, or I've never seen anyone like it.
Hooah!
We just lost our clean tag on iTunes.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
I like to play.
Candyman.
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 Contractor, no. I will not bow to any sponsor.
This is Robert Hayes, Ted Stryker to my mother. When I'm not hanging out at the Magumbo bar, I'm listening to the IT and the D Show. It's worse than Detroit.
Are we ducks or what?
Is there such thing as a meat hangover?
I love my Monday meat stick.
Turn your microphone off. Just get out.
Your Honor, allow me to fumigate my wisdom on the defendant.
This is Scott Steiner, Big Pump. IT and the D Show is your hookup. Holler if you hear me.
Did you order the code red? You're goddamn right I did!
Last year, I spent more money on spilled liquor than you made. Woo!
There's no smoking in this building, Miss Trammell.
What are you going to do? Charge me with smoking?
Hey, folks, this is WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and you're listening to the IT and the D Show. Tough guy. Ho!
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
The question isn't what are we going to do. The question is what aren't we going to do.
Ludicrous speed! Sir, had you better buckle up? Buckle this!
Ludicrous speed! Go!
And welcome, episode 92. This is the IT in the D Show. We are broadcasting to you live from our brand new studios above Activate Gaming in the TriNet corporate offices here in beautiful Ferndale, Michigan. This is Bob the Sales Guy. We're here with Dave the Geek, Nuri the FNG. This is episode 92. Find us online, itinthed.com. Like us on Facebook /ITinthD. Follow us on Twitter /ITinthD. And oh, by the way, if you have an Android, download the app because why the hell not? Just look up IT in the D, and basically it's a play button to listen to the show. And we are absolutely stinking live. Post Comic-Con edition. We have Dom Reggio in the house from Mess Bucket Comics. We got Austin and Rob here from Motor City Geek. We're going to do a full Comic-Con recap. And
we're going to try to have them hate us less this time around. So I think
but we had a crazy, crazy long weekend. I think anything that we wanted to happen happened. I'm still not caught up on sleep. I know you're not, Dave.
I'm not even close to caught up on sleep, for the love of Christ. I drank coffee from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. yesterday and still fell asleep at 10 o'clock.
I got home last night. My wife wanted to be intimate with me, and I'm like, nope, sorry. Honey, I'm going to bed. 9:30. I was done.
So speaking of
welcome to the old guy club.
So speaking of not sleeping or not taking care of my hygiene, I needed a good shave this morning, and I used none other than this show is brought to you by, and let's give a shout out to our sponsors, Harry's Shave Kits. We actually we used them a couple months ago, and I've used them actually every other day since. Awesome shaving, awesome company. They actually bought the razors. A company in Germany to supply the razors. But right now, if you go to harrys.com /ITinthD or use coupon code ITinthD, they'll give you $5 off.
We're still doing the whole coupon thing.
Coupon, yeah.
There's no Q in that word, goddammit.
It's
we
coupon.
We have this conversation every freaking week.
Is it Harry, Harry?
Yes,
okay,
not H-A-I, not H-A-I-R-Y.
We're talking about hair, so,
yeah.
you know.
If you use coupon code ITinthD, they're going to give you $5 off a starter kit. That's $15. So it's $10.
And I'm not going to I have bought one for damn near everyone at this point. Like the starter kit is pretty sweet.
It comes in like a loot crate.
The father-in-law got one. The brother-in-law's got one. Yeah, absolutely. It's a good. It's no joke.
You feel
what we buy, and we're okay with it, and that's why we're okay with having them be a sponsor.
And on top of that, I don't feel dirty when I have to go to Walgreens and spend $42 on the other brand razors.
Oh, for the love of dude, that's like the biggest racket in the entire free world. I swear to God,
it's crazy. But yeah, $10 for a starter kit. I've already done 2 refills. I got a funny. My wife actually said the other day, "Hey, can you order some more of their shaving cream? I like theirs better than mine." So it's for.
Well, and by all means, encourage your wife to shave.
It's for the whole family.
Exactly. Where's the bell? But like Dave said,
Elena, are you listening? You didn't give us the bell. I came to your event on Thursday night, and you didn't give me a bell.
Heyo. But hit them up. Coupon code ITinthD at harrys.com. Get a starter kit. You'll not be disappointed.
Yeah.
Appreciate the support.
So a little order of business. So
yes.
We did. We had we'll get to all the Comic-Con wacky mayhem later. But so we have our event on Thursday night. That
I felt like we just had one like 2 days ago.
We did. It was Comic-Con.
Oh.
But then we have our own event. Taking place at our home base, Blackfin, Royal Oak.
I like those events.
Dude, it's always, that's comfy. Like, that's the lazy boy of our events. That's like where we go and we get comfortable and where life is good. So 5 o'clock start time, no agenda, no speakers, no sponsors, no nonsense. Just
buy your own beer. We buy our own beer.
We buy our own beer. Just come hang out, chill, get to know some of the best people in and around the information technology industry in the Metro Detroit area. It's going to be a great night. They always are.
50, 60, 80. I mean, it really depends on what's going on in the day.
Yeah, they've ballooned up to 150. It just
back
varies.
Yeah. Now that we're doing them twice a month, it's settled down a bit, and that's good. There's no way I'm going to meet everyone in the room. So that's
you finally accepted that, and you're good. You move on.
I'm good. Yeah.
Because that took a while.
It did. It was like, I see all the liquor. I need to drink all of it. I see all the
pretty bottles. I must try everything.
I see all the people
bottles.
in the room.
Yeah.
I need to meet them all. You know,
You turn into like networking Superman, right?
Oh, absolutely.
A couple shots of Fireball and boom.
Well, no, it's funny because when we did the speech on networking, the 10 Commandments of networking, I said, I'm a mega type A personality. I go, you're a mega, you're an introvert, right? We have the same anxiety. You have a hard time introducing yourself to people. I need to meet everyone. So my problem when I network is when I'm talking to you and I'm introducing yourself, I'm looking over your shoulder to who can I meet next, and what my plan is, right? Where's the puck going to be next? The whole Wayne Gretzky thing, and I go, so that's my problem. And I go, I have just as much anxiety as you. Mine's just different, right? So
Bob with a Fireball is like Popeye with a spinach.
I swear at Comic-Con I'm ready to like pass out. Dave brings over Fireball, and it just like get the little spark in my eye, and I'm like,
I don't know where it kept coming from, but every time I turned around, Fireball. So it begins.
And then it went from Fireball to Jägermeister. And that's when the night started to spiral out of control. It was awesome.
Well, and that wasn't that was kind of our fault, but yet not our fault because, Katie did that, and she caused the curve into Jägermeister.
So we're going to talk about Comic-Con for segment 2 and segment 3, but let's get to some what's happening in and around the business.
One other thing about our events. So we have Blackfin, and then our next event is going to be June 3rd out at Stray Cat Lounge in Clinton Township, out at 18 in Garfield. And it's June 3rd, so that is the 2-year anniversary of our first broadcast.
Crazy!
Wow. So
congratulations!
We're gonna yay! So we're gonna bring out the remote gear. We're gonna do a live remote broadcast from there, and they're all excited about it. We're all excited about it. Should be a lot of fun.
And if you haven't been there, it's the old Robustos people from Grosse Pointe. The place is on point. You can actually smoke inside.
Dude, it's scotch, cigar, martinis.
These are a few
jazz,
of my favorite
gorgeous
comfy
staff.
couches, gorgeous staff. Yeah,
right. It's a phenomenal joint,
and the owner's not too bad either.
No, but I keep saying, I go, if it wasn't like the location, it's hard to get to. It's simply if you don't live around there, it is.
It's not the most prime location for it, but I mean it's worth the drive to get there. It
Last time we were there was Snowmageddon, wasn't it?
November,
yeah, it totally was Snowmageddon. It was crazy. But yeah, look forward to Blackfin and look forward to going over there. That place is awesome. Yeah, broadcast. See, now we were thinking at Comic-Con we're going to broadcast live, and we never ended up doing it. I don't know if we got.
We tried. We let the Get Your Geek On guys do it. We brought the equipment. It's us 101. We were enablers.
Right.
So we brought the equipment. We set them up. They did their thing, and it worked out well. I listened to the recorded file, and it worked out really, really well. So I'm kind of looking forward to us doing our thing.
Yeah. So I went to a conference last week, and I was given a tile. Do you know what those are?
Yes.
I thought it was going to be the coolest. So let me tell you, if you don't know what it is, you hook it to your backpack, to your keys, right? And I thought it was like a GPS thing. Like if you lost something, it's going to follow you for the rest of your life. What I found out was it needs to be tethered to your phone, and it's Bluetooth for 100 feet. So I'm thinking to myself, like, well, what if you lose your phone, right?
Or your battery dies.
Or your battery dies. And so now if I hit it on my app, so basically I got to turn on an app on the phone, and I got to hit find my keys, and it'll go doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and then there they are. And I'm thinking about it going, this could have been the greatest thing known to man. Like 10 years ago, I was thinking about how cool would it be, stuff you have insured that you can have, like laptop, like all this stuff. Like, God, if I lose
the $8,000 Darth Vader oil painting that I have in my basement.
but if
wow, in front of it.
But if I lose this, how dead would I be?
On the back of the frame. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Well, like when I lost my phone at PenguinCon, like how dead I was. Dead. I was sweating in like 40-degree weather.
Dude, the panic that you had running through your body was palpable.
You get Fireball.
Right, first thing in the morning. But I'm still, the jury's still out though. I have one, like I have one on my keys and one on my, and I don't, what do you lose stuff in your house? Like,
how many times have you legitimately used it?
For not.
Well, he just got it. So here's so my 5-year-old son has this stupid freaking stuffed animal duck. It's Ducky.
Oh.
And so
he's still alive?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh,
So my mother-in-law actually had the presence of mind to buy 2, but he doesn't like one of them. So there's new Ducky, that he won't touch, and then there's Ucky Ducky. That's the nighttime thing he must have. That goddamn stupid stuffed duck gets lost every freaking day. Dude, I went out and ordered one just so I could pop one on the duck.
It's under your bed.
You're going to tear it and then sew it into
it's never in the same place. It's never in the same place twice. Like, that's the worst part about it. Like, it's in the garage. It's in the basement. It's in his room. It's hidden under his bed. It's
Ucky Ducky's possessed.
See, I think we found the practical application. I don't lose my keys. Like a normal OCD human being, I walk into my house and I put my wallet, keys, sunglasses in a box.
Same place every time.
Absolutely.
My life changed when my wife gave me a box to put my keys in. All of a sudden, I'm like, yeah, I know where my wallet's at. And
Right.
But if you lose your
Put
phone,
me in a box. I'm contained.
So there's no web app. There's no way to get into it otherwise than on your phone.
It's only an app on your phone, and the only thing it'll tell you the last time. Like I looked at, I have on my laptop bag and my keys, so it gives you a Google map of when the last time it tethered to your phone. So where's my laptop? It's at your house, right? But it has to be tethered to your phone. Again, what if I lose my GD phone?
So basically, you could be walking around.
You're allowed to say goddamn.
I know. It's being polite.
Terrestrial radio.
That's what GD stands for.
Right, exactly.
You know what? FCC, hell no, not me.
So I went.
You need a backup system to your
backup system.
To your backup system.
But
to find your phone.
If it was GPS, then you'd have to.
Who watches the Watchers? That's always the question.
Quorum ipsum something.
So I went and saw Mad Max yesterday.
You did, and apparently men's rights groups are all up in arms about it.
Men's rights groups?
Men's rights groups.
For what?
It has a bunch of subliminal feminism across the whole movie. It blows the whole feminism chart of movies out of the water. There's 12 different women who talk to one another, not talking about a man. It's this big thing, and the feminism movement is all about
It's the secret feminist conspiracy.
Do not spoil this movie for me.
A bunch of women talk to each other.
No, it's seriously, feminists absolutely love this movie because there are
people just watch the movie and enjoy it for crying out loud.
People can't do that anymore.
No spoilies. No spoilies.
The only thing, my only review is I go, everyone likes the Fast and Furious movies just because it's bang, woohoo,
It's action. It's a popcorn movie.
Right, total popcorn movie. Take the best scene in Fast and Furious and do that for 2 hours.
Oh.
That's Mad Max.
Sounds amazing.
And every nostalgia, beautiful, and Hardy portrayed Max. Dare I say, it was perfect. It was so good.
You know what's a testament to how good it was is that you did 2 nights at Comic-Con and still did not fall asleep in a dark room.
I didn't fall asleep.
Best movie ever.
That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was. Well, I was a huge junkie. Come on, Road Warriors, and the 79 Mad Max. The best part is Toe Cutter from the 79 Mad Max is the bad guy in this one.
Yeah, Immortal Joe or something like that.
Yeah,
same guy.
Right. I mean, you couldn't tell it was him. He had the mask, but and it was supposed to be a continuation. So it was wait a minute, was that Toe Cutter now grown up now, and he's the leader of the?
And from what I heard, they'd never tell you, right?
No, not a word. I mean, he only says Tom Hardy maybe says 30 words.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's exactly the way.
That's the hallmarks of a good action movie.
But the only way I told Dave, the only difference was in Thunderdome, he was cunning and little James Bondy, right? Mel Gibson was.
Yeah, less MacGyver-y, more.
Mm-hmm. Where Hardy's friggin' nuts.
Yeah, less MacGyver, more Clockwork Orange.
Right, totally no, he's flashback, just crazy, killing with a twitch. You know what I mean? So they made him, but he played him so good. Apparently, good news, they signed him for I think 3 more. Did you read it, Tom? 3 or 4 more Mad Max pictures. So this thing's on like Donkey Kong. I can't wait. So, what else is going on, Dave? There's a whole bunch of happy crap going on. The one thing that blew my mind, the crazy thing, that America Online still exists.
We were talking about that last week, actually.
We did.
Well, America Online owns Engadget. So Engadget posted a editorial about how as long as I'm editor, I will not be bought. We'll see how long that lasts.
$4.4
AOL
billion.
$4.4 billion. It's still worth.
It's a lot of zeros for some dial-up.
Is Prodigy still around?
They're not content producers.
CompuServe
is worth $2.1 billion.
You know, it's strange that last time Verizon bought something that was a media outlet, they tried to. There were reports that they tried to control the press basically and kind of steer things.
Yep.
And that's what's scary about a good journal like Engadget.
Why would they want to do that?
Well, and the amusing thing is companies like Engadget and the press outfits all refer to Verizon as Big Red,
Yeah.
So good opinions all the way around.
I just can't believe it's worth $4.4 billion.
Why? It's not the dial-up banks. It's worth $4.4 million.
No, I'm sure it's actually all the people that have just forgotten to cancel their accounts over the years.
Because they're dead.
Yeah, something
I'm
like
sure that's
$30 million of
the
grandma's
auto bill,
money.
it's still going on. But no, so I mean, on a related note, the one thing, so the FTC might actually be doing something good where they're stepping into the whole Radio Shack bankruptcy. They want to sell all their customer data, and the FTC is going, no. That might not be the coolest thing ever.
When was the last time anyone bought anything from Radio Shack, though?
It does. It's still in a database somewhere.
Oh, data.
Everything's in a database somewhere.
Data.
My father bought a weird battery in 1979.
Yeah, we all know about it.
And it still has the same home phone number.
He does.
It's owned by AOL.
Answering machine is a Radio Shack brand.
Is Radio Shack at flea markets now?
They're all gone.
Yeah.
No, there's one in Novi.
There's another one over in Madison Heights. They're like all personally owned.
No, the one by my house closed.
Yeah, most of them closed, but some of them are still open.
So speaking of crazy money, like AOL sells for $4.4 billion. I'm like, what in the world? I found out that World of Warcraft still exists and still exists to the point where they're making $100 million a month in profit.
Oh. Profit?
They're still at 7.6 million players. They recently lost 4 million.
Right.
But I mean, I guess at this point it's a spit in the bucket.
Right? Well, they nuked them because everyone was putting bots.
Yeah. They had to nuke everything.
I see, and that's the one game I was always an Empire, Starfire.
Don't start.
They just kicked 100,000 World of Warcraft accounts.
I had a thing where I wouldn't I love Diablo.
Yeah.
You would charge me, but if you would charge me $20 a month to play Diablo, it's dead in the water to me.
Bob and I were talking this Sunday morning. I never played World of Warcraft, but I was into like Warcraft 1 and Warcraft 2 and StarCraft.
I'm a huge fan of the South Park episode about World of Warcraft.
Make love, not Warcraft.
3 to 4 years of my life are gone. Just empty abyss.
I'm never getting them back.
You're talking to the living product of Warcraft.
I am the living, breathing product. This weekend,
do you kill
this Thursday, I leave on a flight to to Las Vegas to meet friends that I met over World of Warcraft 7 years ago. We're friends to this day.
Living embodiment.
Like you got New Vegas.
Yeah, apparently that's just slipping through. But
when I talk about
literally flying across the country,
I'm just impressed he's been to Vegas.
Do you know how Dave
multiple times every year for
not your
years.
Vegas?
Rob, do you know how Dave met his
Not your Vegas.
What's that?
Do you never hear how Dave met his?
I'm guessing Vegas, right?
Was it in World of Warcraft?
The Star Wars forum on CompuServe way back in '95.
CompuServe.
Long before it was cool to meet people online.
A long time ago,
in a galaxy far away.
Dave is the hipster of meeting people online.
That's how I wound up in Michigan.
CompuServe. Did you dial up through Prodigy?
Exactly. My user ID was 107035, 1045.
Makes you sound like an ICQ number right now.
It absolutely was.
If you ever want to see a dinosaur of the internet, you don't even know.
Go into my home office.
You don't even know to go to the Wayback Machine. Go to Dave's old Star Wars fan site, echostation.com. That sumbitch hasn't changed in like 14 years.
Dude, it's a cobweb, and I feel so bad. But there was something good that came out of this weekend at Comic-Con. I ran into one of the artists that we help jump his career. We've talked about Matt Bush, and there was a couple of the guys that were webmasters for me. Yeah, God,
really?
And so 2 of the guys that were webmasters for me went on to work for Lucasfilm. But Matt Bush, I helped build him up to the portfolio.
I want to work from Lucasfilm.
Nerdgasm 101. Okay, so way back in the day, depending on which search engine you went to, I ran either the number 1 or number 2 Star Wars website on the play. Well, yeah, Alta Vista or Excite back in the day.
Do you remember how cool I used to be?
Yeah, exactly. When the Sci-Fi Channel came to my house, when it was still the freaking Sci-Fi Channel.
I'm waiting for BBSs to drop.
I honestly didn't know this. Okay.
But one of the guys that was there, so we've had a little bit of beef with a certain contingent of stormtroopers here in the area, and one of the guys who's still engaged with that brought this one guy who was an artist that we profiled on our site back in the day that got a couple of good jumps and built a good following off of it. I mean, and it was like reunion week. It was I was dorked as hell to see him again. He was dorked as hell to see me again. That's the one good part of Comic-Con that we got out of that. I mean, it was just the old it's been probably 12, 13 years since I've seen Joe Caroni.
Conventions are good for old friends.
It was awesome.
Rekindled bromance?
Absolutely. We hugged. It was
It's guy love.
We kept our waists a foot apart from each other, but we hugged.
Kept it safe.
Hey, Dave. We can send our friends at the Stormtrooper guys.
We can. There is a brand new thing that I think needs to be brought to the forefront.
So the glitter wasn't funny. I don't think the glitter was funny.
Meh. There was the Zoodoo.
No, Bag of Dicks was funny. Bag of Dicks I thought was funny.
Bag of Dicks was pretty funny. But fart in a jar.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Mylar bag.
Fart in a jar is the new hotness.
This is
Just think of the logistics of that, though.
They have a fart factory, or how does that work?
Again, that flow chart you were talking about.
Exactly. Bring me the flow chart. Yeah.
I'd be lying if I didn't say in junior high there was a collection of coffee cans at my friend's house. We would eat different things, and then, but the fact.
This is a nutty aroma,
right? We were like hipsters at the brewery.
You were a sommelier of farts,
smelling the coffee jar, going, I could smell the aroma of fine malted ale and barley.
This is my porter fart.
But I think these guys are going to stay in business just because of me. I dare to find out how many of these things I'm going to order in the next coming months. So if you got a fart in a jar in the mail, it was not from me.
Don't open packages from Bob for at least the next 6 months.
But I think that's honestly one of the. How do they do it? That's what I want to know. I want a factory tour.
Well, I think they open up a can and fart into it, Bob.
Right next to a Taco Bell.
I'm actually fairly sure you don't want a factory tour.
No, maybe they outsource to China. And they got a bunch of people sitting and then they're like in a vacuum, and they capture the essence of, and then like put it into it.
The essence of.
I think that's more of a Japan thing, not a China.
Got to be
thing.
just large enough to seal the rim.
Right. No, they put it in a vacuum sealed.
I don't know, where did the champagne glass request come from?
It's some German wind tunnel somewhere that specialized equipment.
It's fresh for your. Then you open it up and it's kind of like Perrier from Spaceballs. Oh, that's some good air. Hey, we're gonna go on a quick break. We're gonna be back with the Motor City Geek guys. We're gonna be talking about Comic-Con and whatever the heck else they want to talk about. This is the IT and the D Show. We will be right back.
Hi, this is Ralph Macchio, and you're listening to IT in the D Show. Wax on, you know what.
If you're a reseller of IT solutions, the original equipment manufacturer should not be your strongest competitor. At Quantum, we understand the true meaning of partnership. We work with our channel to deliver industry-leading solutions together, all the time, not just when it's convenient for us. Heck, we don't even have a direct sales force. Quantum is looking for a few good partners. Call 586-745-4DXI to get started. That's 586-745-4394.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
Welcome back. This is segment 2, episode 92 of the IT and the D Show. We're sitting here in our own brand new studios above Activate Gaming in the TriNet corporate offices in beautiful Ferndale, Michigan. This is Bob the Sales Guy. We're here with Dave the Geek, Nuri the FNG. Find us online, itandthed.com.
Well, not brand new anymore. I mean, this is at least the second time we've had
Second
sex.
week it's brand new.
This is only just new. It's only the second time I've seen him.
It still has new podcast smell.
He's got that new guy smell.
Right.
On him. I sniffed him earlier.
Got to break
Once
it
you
in.
tell all your friends that it's brand new. Once you tell all your friends, then it's old story. Like I can't do like Bob Repeater stories. Like, hey, did I tell you? Yeah, you told me. Bob.
You've done a dozen times already.
Right?
So it's okay.
We got a new studio. Yeah, Bob. We know.
Everybody's got a blind spot.
So hey, do us a favor. Like us on Facebook /IT&D. Follow us on Twitter /IT&D. And hey, if you're bored, we have an app on Android. Look us up, IT&D. Tune in radio. That's a way to listen to us if you want to listen to us live.
If you're too lazy to get our app, because our app hooks you right into us, and you don't have to do any searching or any other nonsense.
See, now you were against the whole app thing. Well, I don't want real estate. That's stupid.
Dude, I still think
you and Steve Jobs.
I still think no, not apps in general. Our app. I think an app for us is weak.
You want to comment?
But it was free with everything else we did. So I'm like, all right, go ahead, build us a goddamn app. Go
Austin,
do.
you want to the life of Bob and Dave? Seriously, Dom,
lay it on me.
So, hey, Dave, maybe you think there's a couple free things out there. Maybe we should launch an app so it's easier to listen to the podcast.
Free is for me.
Bob, that's stupid. You're stupid. I hate everything about you. Fast forward 6 weeks, like, hey, Bob, the app's live. Just go play. Like,
and
wait,
by the way,
stupid.
Yeah. Well, no, but let's carry on that conversation. I thought you said that was gay. Well, yeah, and you're right.
Say that.
And it's the only reason why it's there is because it was free. Like there would be no app if it wasn't like just part of the package. It just kind of happened, and so we have an app, and so it's there. It's not like I went out of my way to get it. I wasn't going out of my way to agree with you. It's just there, and it's good. And
So you have an app for Android. That sounds great.
Because
fantastic.
we hate Apple.
You hate Apple.
We hate Apple and properties of Apple.
And users who
everything about
use Apple.
No, we hate,
iOS.
we hate proprietary technology. Let's get that straight. It's got nothing to do with Apple.
Closed systems.
Yeah.
Dave wanted CompuServe.
By the way,
I did. Do we have a CompuServe for him? I want to be a WizOp.
You can actually tell that to the new IT and the D app.
Right.
Now on IRC.
If you got a waste protocol, you can go ahead.
There's
and
a
hop in that way.
sweet ASCII interface
We've
for
got our own
IT and the
NNTP
D.
news group. You can hook into.
Matt Pinfield runs it.
You're no longer Dave the Geek. You're Dave the Sysop.
The graybeard sysop.
Ooh, Sysop is online. My luck.
Oh, by the way, segment 2 is brought to you by Pure Storage, flash array storage, primary. They're killing the industry. Find them online, purestorage.com. Great group of guys. They're hiring away every cool person I've ever met in the business, and they're absolutely on fire. So yeah, we have the guys here. We got Austin and Rob, repeat offenders from Motor City Geek.
And we ran into them on the patio.
We do things.
All the
Ran
time.
into.
All the
It's
days.
amazing. As soon as we started ordering shots, people start flocking to us.
Look, I drove from a restaurant as soon as I heard shots.
And they tell
So-
two friends, like,
And suddenly we have a $500 bar tab.
and then
I smell commerce.
And the Dave goes, Bob, pay it.
That server made out like a bandit, by the way. I think your tip.
Oh, dude, Nicole loves
Nicole was the best. Shout out to Nicole
Yeah,
from the
between what I,
Hyatt.
what,
You are an
what I
amazing human
paid
being,
and what
Nicole.
he paid and what you
Into the
paid.
cash, yeah.
Yeah, she
But she
had.
was honest like crazy. She was like, "Oh, shots. Okay, cool."
Yeah,
She has funded her entire college education after you two.
exactly.
She's done.
And we're okay with that.
She's good.
And when I quit, the joke was when I quit when my wife was pregnant a couple years ago. When I quit drinking for 4 months, they were saying like there was bartenders in Auburn Hills that couldn't make their car notes.
The economy
That's
changed.
not actually a joke.
Hey, so for people that aren't familiar with what you guys are doing, why don't you give a quick 5-second overview and let's talk about
MotorCityGeek.com. So we're just a community of geeks in the Metro Detroit area covering geek businesses, geek news, geek events, and anything else that's going on.
Basically, if you're a geek in the Motor City, come on over. Check it out.
You practiced that, didn't you? That's good.
A couple of times.
We did. We had some mirror time. You know,
Right.
Look at what I can see in his glasses.
back in the IT and the D bathroom. So you know, we practiced.
You guys took killer. Like we're awful photographers. We take camera phone pictures. Dude, your pictures from the show were tight. Like,
Yeah, so I
who was doing that? Were you doing
I
that?
spent some time with a popular camera brand a few years ago, and I had some lessons.
Did it rhyme with Schmanin or Schmeikon?
Schmolimpus.
Ah, nice.
Schmolimpus.
Nice.
So I don't suck.
Right. So, what was your take of Comic-Con? Good, bad, and different. Like this one, like I'll give you my take, and you tell me if I'm wrong or not. Like 13 was a complete cluster bleep.
Yeah, absolutely.
14
Parking and crowd.
14 was smooth. It was
14
easy.
was very smooth, baby smooth.
And this year sucked shit again.
Well, so and we talked about this. I think I think the difference between 2013 and 2014 is coloring your opinion. Like you were standing there Saturday as we were walking around, you're like, there weren't this many people here. There's no way there was many effing people here. And screw this and meh.
Talk like that.
No, basically, 2013, you had a Camry. It was a
Rob's
literally
talking.
small, shitty car. I am. 2014, you had a Lamborghini.
Right.
2015, you tried putting 60 people in a Lamborghini. It just don't work.
Yeah.
The end of the day,
2013, there was half of the venue. 2014, they opened it up to the entire venue, and there were some big name guests. 2015, this year, it was the entire venue, but it's tight.
And,
Yeah.
and
It's
3 Marvel hits in the last year that generally blows up the entire geek population.
Yeah, so
Everyone
it's
loves
tight. It's getting tight. You know, we couldn't get a hotel room. A lot of people couldn't get a hotel room.
We got a hotel room.
You got a hotel room in
5 months
Dearborn.
No, that Bob booked 5 months in advance, and he was so proud of himself.
It's good that you got the Windsor, Ontario room.
We did. We were staying at a hotel in Chicago that we drove in for the hotel for.
How was
I'm
Kansas?
so thankful you did. Oh, God.
It's nice that drive from Montana is.
We
not
actually
that-
parked in
not
my
that bad.
driveway in Clinton Township and drove into
And
the
walked.
con every day.
So, what's mind-boggling to me is the entire Walking Dead. People that have died on Walking Dead got more play than like half of like the good people that were there.
And the commerce too. It's like rows after rows of Walking Dead merchandise.
Yeah, it's what's popular. And what was interesting is you had a lot of folks that, for whatever reason, they had to cancel their appearances.
I'm still mad about Katie Sagal.
I know.
I'm not going to lie.
I know.
Katie
But I
Sagal.
was mad for Futurama.
Exactly.
Not Sons of Anarchy.
Dude, Sons of Anarchy can kick
I
my
was going to
ass.
get a Lilu
I wanted
print
to talk to you about
signed.
Leela. And,
How did it feel to be Lilu? Right?
Right.
Yeah.
I wanted Fry. I can't listen to the IT and the D show.
Leela was multipass.
Not Leela.
No,
Right.
you're in the wrong multiverse. That's okay though. He wears spandex.
There was no hot girl in a Fifth Element outfit. None.
Oh, I didn't
remember one.
Usually there's always one.
I didn't see
But
a
there
Lilu.
were like
I didn't see a Lilu.
847 Harley Quinns.
Right.
And Deadpools.
4,312 Deadpools.
0 Pikachus, 0 Sailor Moons.
I feel like there was a Pikachu. There
And
might have been a Pikachu.
817 Wolverines that should not have been Wolverines.
William Shatner
And the
came to
Batman.
everyone's rescue.
And the Fat Man.
Dad Man.
After everyone canceled their appearances. William Shatner. Yeah, they had. I don't know what the backroom conversation was, but it's like, William Shatner. Yeah, we need you. We need you at Motor City Comic Con.
I can't come.
I just
That
came
weekend.
from a credit card commercial.
I can only be there on Sunday.
Don't make fun of the Shat. He saved the convention.
Yeah, but from everything I'm being told about Sunday, I didn't get to stand in line for Shatner because I didn't want to, and I no way in hell. But he showed up for 1 hour. If you're gonna come save the day, save it for more than an hour.
1 hour?
1 hour. 10 minutes. Like 10
You're
minutes.
William Shatner. What do you need to do? You don't need
Credit
to prove
card
anything.
commercials?
He
That's
did
about
poker
it.
reruns on TV Land. Come on.
He did a panel and he did his, geek community service.
$80 per photo.
Yeah.
Photo drop.
$80
that he
is
did.
community service.
Was it 80?
It was
Yeah.
$80.
Hey,
So
you're lucky to be in the
line?
presence of William
Remember that line we were
can't
trying to
even say
figure
it
out
without
what all
laughing.
like the weaving lines that people were going for?
Yeah.
They were going for the photo booth.
It was Shatner.
And the photo booths were like $60 to $100 a pop. Shatner was 80. And it was, dude, they
Is he giving me a...
yeah, exactly, dude, they mowed people in. I can't look you in the eye.
For sure.
Are you
Ding,
done soon?
Roosevelt.
For sure, there is some commerce that happens at the
Yeah.
convention.
Did you say geek community service?
that Shatner was doing his geek community service. Somewhere he said something about Star Wars, and this was his penance, his comeuppance.
So let's talk about pricing real quick because I remember like
Dude, this
13,
year is
12,
like a
11.
whole. I
You
was
brought-
so cranky.
You had $100 of $20 bills and you got 5-6 autographs for $20.
Maybe.
No,
Maybe.
No, yes,
it always was.
That's what it was.
It always was for the longest time. For some reason this year, like you go up to somebody and it's like $60. Like for what?
Dude, on what planet does Lou Ferrigno, who, let's all be honest with each other, has not been relevant since what, 1981, when The Incredible Hulk went off the air? How does he get $60 for an autograph?
For the record, I love Lou Ferrigno, and next time I see him at a bar, please don't hurt me.
No, huge fan of Lou Ferrigno. Don't get me wrong.
Because it
But
was
from a
it
con
was close.
perspective.
You know how?
It's
Honestly,
absolutely.
how it happens is Mark Ruffalo. The Avengers.
Mark
The Hulk is now popular. Thus, Lou Ferrigno is popular.
Lou Ferrigno was $60 4 or 5 years ago. I remember
Still
I got,
was.
I got a movie poster.
Dude, we've bitched about this for years with him. And we absolutely have.
No, like there's some like okay, so like there's some guys that are cool and nice. Then like Ralph Macchio seemed like a nice guy, but like his agent ran that booth. So if you wanted him to do anything, like it was $60 for a photo. I think it was 40 or 40 for a photo. But if you wanted him to do it, like we wanted him to do a station ID. You know, the show ID that you heard in the beginning.
And he wouldn't do it.
Wouldn't do it.
Because of the agent.
Well, so he came back and just kept buying shit until he did.
Yeah.
Did he do it? He eventually did it?
He did.
You got Ralph Macchio?
Yeah, and so but that's the kill. Like so, like then you've got guys like John Schneider who had the best attitude, the best
so
personality, and could not have been cooler with us. Then you've got guys, the heartbreak of Motor City Comic Con to me, Andrew McCarthy.
My wife, I told her that she
you
was sad.
giant raging douchebag.
Totally.
You broke Fredo. You broke my heart.
He did.
Dude, Andrew. Like I don't. Dude, I want. Dude, it's me. It's
Don't meet your heroes, Dave.
Dude, that's what I. And that's what I.
Don't meet your heroes,
my wife
Dave.
that I'm like, Yeah. You know how they say don't meet your heroes? I'm like,
Mistake.
I'm like Andrew McCarthy. I'm like, dude, Pretty in Pink. Breakfast. Weekend at Bernie's. All that. Dude, Andrew McCarthy is like one of the guys, like one of the few guys that I was actually looking forward to talking to and hanging out. And he was a giant, raging, egomaniacal bag of douche.
He was, or the agent was?
He was. I
like
want to drop the F-bomb on him so badly right now.
Godfather, Dave. No, I'm just kidding.
I should, dude. Seriously, screw. I can't believe I'm saying this. Screw you, Andrew McCarthy. Like
.com. Is that .com available?
I hate you and everything about you right now.
I think Dave's about to shed a tear.
No,
dude, it hurt a lot. Like that.
He was a hero to a lot of.
Dude, that was one of the that was like one of the very few guests that I was like really, really interested in going to hang out.
What do you
talk
do?
with it, dude? He refused to actually did a handwritten whiteboard giant ass sign. Please, no photos.
Like the people that walk by and just take a picture, right, and just keep walking. They don't get an autograph, or he put up a big white handwritten sign saying, "Please, no photos."
How can you come to these?
The best one I saw.
Right,
my ass, dude. Andrew, and I know he's not listening.
The best one I saw was a couple years ago.
Get this to Andrew McCarthy's ears. You suck, syphilitic donkey dick. I hate you. You ruined so much of my weekend by being an asshole.
One of the Star Trek guys a couple years ago said he'll do a photo with you if you donate $10 to whatever charity.
Thank you.
He's working on.
Okay, dude. So
and that I can get behind.
That's using your celebrity for good.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, it's just like great power comes great responsibility.
Right.
Don't ask $60 for a photo, man. I mean,
it's Andrew McCarthy.
It's just give half
You're
to a charity.
not relevant outside of me. And dude, nobody cares.
Your number one fan
Dude,
is
nobody cares about your
heartbroken.
Law and Order SVU episode that you did 2 years ago.
My wife's heart got broken because there's two that I learned real quick to not tell people that are like 5 years older than me that my child's favorite movie is Princess Bride to Cary Elwes because he was and
Cary Elwes
he was
is
a dick,
giant bag of douche.
And I'm like,
Cary was all right with us. What did you run into?
I said that Princess Bride's my kid's favorite movie, and I think that he looked at me and goes, "Shit, this guy's younger than me." I'm not gonna.
My wife wanted to see Carrie, and she got up to the front of the line, and Carrie says, "You want it, don't you?"
She's a chick, that's why.
Well,
wait.
And she
said that for real.
She's like, yeah, and Carrie was like,
Give me the full on.
As you wish. So I got nothing. I'll defend Carrie out because it was a good night.
Because I got
it was
so
a good
laid
night
that night.
I'm not gonna lie.
She kept her eyes closed the entire time. But
oh
you
yeah,
would have saw my face in the studio.
It's all right. This is radio, but
it's totally worth it.
As you wish.
Totally worth
So what else? I mean,
Thank you, Carrie. Always.
Give us your take. What was your favorite parts? What did you see that was killer? What did you see that sucked?
So the cosplay contest was done a little bit better this year. Instead of being in the back of the room and trying to look up at the stage and everybody in their cool costumes they made like a New York Fashion Week runway. So once they got done twirling around on stage, they walked down this runway and you could actually see the folks.
Catwalk.
Yeah, on the catwalk.
They strut it. It
was a great.
worked out
It was
well.
a great idea. So I thought the cosplay contest went really well. The crowd on Saturday was abysmal. I mean, it was busy.
It made it next to impossible to get shots of people. Like it came to the point where just to get pictures of the people in
Wait,
the event.
we got shots on Saturday.
Well, not those.
Oh
shots.
wait, camera, pictures, shots.
Yes, those ones.
Yeah, all of our interviews and photographs, that was all Friday.
I got a picture of Dark Helmet. That's the only thing that made.
I saw that. You were surrounded by
the crowds
a certain type
into
of
the press
folks.
area.
Well, no, that was my. At first, I just saw him alone. I go, dude, I got to take a picture with you. And then I see him later with people that are dressed like Spaceballs. and
number one, I hate all of you.
Because I'm jealous.
Because number two, I have to get your photo. Yeah.
That was the highlight of my Sunday, actually, was seeing those guys. Seriously.
Because they're awesome.
I yell at him, I'm surrounded by assholes. And the guy actually was walking around with a coffee cup. A
little styrofoam cup. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I told him, we want to start the 502nd, which is just Spaceballs only.
Well, that was the best part. He's like, I'm actually a part of the 501st, and that's hilarious.
Humor.
We may or may not have 502nd.com.
Hypothetically speaking. Yeah.
So what else, Austin?
So we saw, we tried to get interviews with some of the bigger celebrities, but it's just not the place. I mean, all those folks are busy and talking to fans and guests and meeting them and all that stuff. So we talked to a couple local people. We talked to Alloy Ash, who's a local model.
Yes,
really cool.
We know Alloy. She was 2 years ago. Wound up being one of the valets for XICW when the wrestling guys were there. So that's how we got to know her.
She welds.
Yeah.
I don't weld.
Dude,
hence the name.
I handed her my man card.
Dude, she's a badass, ridiculously hot chick.
She's more badass than I am, that's for sure. So she was cool, and she was the one interview that we put together. Everybody on the Artist Alley, Comic Alley, including our friend from Mess Bucket, right?
The other guest in studio.
Not
to suck up to our friend in the studio here, but
honestly, that's one of the best part about Comic-Con to me.
Apparently, there was Randy on Twitter just telling us there was a guy in a Pikachu hat and a yellow tutu. If that counts as a Pikachu.
Of course.
All right, so there was one. There was one
in a hat and a tutu.
So we talked. We got to talk to James O'Barr, who created the Crow, which is kind of really tragic to bring that up to him because that's.
A lot. Brandon Lee.
Well, beyond that, the story really kind of.
And it wound up being Edward Furlong.
Well, it comes from someplace that's real to him. Somebody really died to him. So you're like.
Really dark spot.
I really love that story that happened to you in real life.
Who's rebooting Crow now? I heard.
James is on board. He's doing something with.
Who was that?
I don't know who's doing it.
No,
but
someone's doing it that I wasn't. You know who's doing it? The guy with the mask on Boardwalk. You know what I'm talking about? The sniper guy.
Well, James is involved, so hopefully
that's the guy that's
all right.
signed on to be the
Apparently, Matt Thompson is coining a new hashtag for us for Andrew McCarthy. It's hashtag stupid donkey wiener.
Isn't there a silence we need to have, like an 8-second silence for studio identification that you didn't get from somebody?
You can't go there.
I so wanted to do that in the intro.
Okay, for all the guests that we couldn't talk to at Comic-Con, a little studio
I did.
silence.
I wanted, and for those who will get the joke,
thank you for everyone that did.
8 seconds of silence followed by, hey, thanks Lou Ferrigno for the station ID.
Oh, he went there.
Can't do that, Dave.
Again, that was Dave from IT and the Geek.
This was not Motor City Geek.
In no relation to anyone from Motor City Geek. Next time I see you at Comic-Con and I have to push your chair aside because you're in my way.
So you guys, your pictures are up at MotorCityGeek.com.
Yeah, we got the first day of pictures up. We got second day. We've got a beautiful woman who's working on them right now, trying to get them up.
So pictures. Did you guys get a picture of Chloe Bennett, by the way?
Yeah, I don't know what she got. I took Chloe Bennett.
She's from Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I took a few dozen photos, and
our photo count, before editing and tweaking and pulling out all the bad ones, is somewhere right around 780.
If
you count, you usually end up pulling about 25% of those is actually being worthwhile.
And what we find is, the celebrities that come to the conventions, they don't need their photos taken 400 times.
They don't want their photos taken.
We like to try to take the photos of the people that put effort into their costumes, and spend weeks, days, hours, months, or whatever.
Dude,
taking
there are
photos
people that spend their entire a good
year.
3 months worth of salaries.
The least I can do is take a photo and kind of put you up and say, hey, you know what? That was
good
cool.
for you.
When does that guy get mad going, I just want to walk around for crying out loud? Everybody's taking pictures of him.
I spent 3 weeks in this
We've had that happen.
I'm pretty sure there's none of those guys that show up.
None of them do. You want some attention. We were walking around with Katie, who's dressed up like this video game character, and we couldn't go 5 feet.
I'm not going to... I don't know what she's dressed up as.
It's okay. You don't matter. Neither did the Detroit.
We've been at together. I don't.
Neither did the Detroit Free Press. They kept calling it something else. So
the reincarnation of Warcraft 3 called League of Legends.
Oh boy,
one of the characters from that. Don't worry
Bob's
about
going home and downloading it right now.
I know. Yeah.
Okay.
No, but the one thing
because they'll ban his account.
But she has a decent costume. And people, when we showed up early. People would stop her left and right. I mean, we're trying to get to some place to do an interview or something. It was just take an hour to walk across the floor.
I just don't get
which was great.
I wore a bowling shirt and jeans, and I was sweating my tail off. There's a guy in a full-blooded Chewbacca
I thought Bob was going to
costume.
die.
Yeah,
I honestly, I did. I thought Bob was going to spontaneously combust Sunday morning.
Your
adrenaline,
full Predator rubber suit.
Oh,
he's in that for
dude, the guy in the
12 hours.
Chewbacca costume.
Your
How in
adrenaline
the
starts
hell?
pumping, and you just go.
You build
for
a
it.
cooling system, like some kind of fan.
Yeah, we talked. We talked to a dude last year.
Chewbacca, yeah.
We talked to a dude at Midwest Media Expo who had cooling fans built into his helmet.
And a heat sinker, too, basically.
Yeah, the guy running around as Ultron from their movie had like a fan built into his chest and his back and his sides. I'm like, that just seems like one terrible.
We saw too. Did you guys see
electrocution waiting to happen? That's what that is. Yeah.
Did you guys see Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yes.
All right, you remember Groot?
Yeah.
You know, the tall tree. So there was two Groots.
Yep.
There was one really tall and then one really tall. So the really tall one was helping the really tall one like get cooled down and handing her water and stuff because she couldn't reach anybody else. It was on the ground because she was like 9 feet tall.
If I could only have some leaves on this costume.
Right, just if I could fan myself.
It brings back the age-old question I have is how in the hell do they poop?
How do you poop?
That was just
Bob's.
hold the gates.
There's a lot of costume, Bob.
Every time we saw a great costume, it was how do you poop? Like, dude. So the folks that were walking around with the Futurama heads.
Oh, I love those guys.
Outstanding. Bob's like,
kudos.
Yes.
But just imagine going to a bathroom at like the Hyatt and seeing like Futurama heads, a Groot, just looking over the
It's Comic-Con, man.
Dude,
I mean,
the
that's
Hawkman
what's it.
That had the like 9-foot wingspan.
Taking your shit now.
Like that
6
won't
foot
even
wings on either side of
fit.
me.
Dave.
What does that guy do at the urinal? Like he's gonna tickle everyone's nose while he's
No, he tickles guys 2 over.
Don't worry, brothers. I will shield you.
Hey, we are bouncing up against a break. Find you at MotorCityGeek.com. Facebook page is killer. We're going to hit you guys up next segment. We're going to have Dom on, but we're bringing back segment 4. We got Dom Riggio from Mess Bucket Comments coming on segment 3. This is the IT and the D Show. We'll see you in a little bit.
Peace.
This is Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump. The IT and the D Show is your hookup. Holler if you hear me.
Do you know what your storage costs? We do, and that's why we're doing something about it. At Quantum, we think you're just paying too much. Period. We've been helping our customers protect their data since 1981 while reducing their total cost of ownership, often by as much as 40%. We believe your strategic data protection plan should take advantage of all available technology. Let's talk some more at 586-745-4DXI. That's 586-745-4394. Quantum. Established name, new ideas.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
Welcome back to the IT and the D Show.
And welcome back, segment 3, episode
Sorry,
92.
the nerd had to fix shit.
This is the IT and the D Show. We're broadcasting to you live from the new IT and the D studios above Activate Gaming in the Trinet corporate offices.
And by brand new, holy crap, Wacky Mayhem ensues.
Brand new in beautiful Ferndale, Michigan. This is Bob, the sales guy. We're here with Dave. We think he's a geek. And Nuri, the FNG.
Are we back online?
Yeah, find us.
Then F you, I'm the geek.
You rebooted.
Have you tried turning it off?
We have all the problems of major theme parks.
Find us online, itandthed.com. Like us on Facebook /itandthed. Follow us on Twitter, #itandthed. And we have a new app that's on Android, IT and the D. Listen to us on TuneIn as well. IT and the D. Did I say IT and the D enough? And we've been we had fun segment 2 with the guys from Motor City Geek. We'll hit them back in segment 4. As well in segment 4, I'm going to try a piece of vegan beef jerky. You can't call it beef jerky, just vegan jerky that Nuri brought in. I'm afraid, but I'll be eating that in segment 4.
First sign of end of days.
But introducing, we got Dom Riggio here from Mess Bucket Comics.
Hey, Dom.
He's one of the vendors that was hanging out at Comic-Con all weekend. Welcome. Appreciate you coming on board.
Thanks for having me on, boys.
Absolutely. So what did so obviously you got the guys that were taking pictures and interviewing people.
Yeah.
You were one of the interviewees.
Yes.
You know, you're a local comic artist. I guess talk to us about what your what book you write, and then we'll talk about what you thought about the con.
Yeah, I'm the author of the Arcane Awakening graphic novel trilogy and owner of Mess Bucket Comics. And I had a little different point of view than these guys and you as well. You guys are trying to get interviews and stuff like that. I was just trying to sell my book and get the word out. But I enjoyed...
Buy my crap, damn it.
Yeah. Buy my crap. I was like a homeless man trying to accept money. But we'll work for...
Sketches.
Damn you.
Yeah.
Jinx.
Awesome.
We'll work for Sketches.
No, but I enjoyed the show. I did better than I did last year. And
you had a better spot.
Yeah, I did. Better spot. And I brought another table. So I had... two
you
tables.
were next to Hot Carl and Dirty Sanchez this year.
Yeah, where was the Hot Carl and Dirty Sanchez guys?
I missed those guys. I cried a little bit.
I know. That's all I was looking forward to seeing them. I'm like, I wonder if the. I go, what was that comic called where the human poop met the dog poop, and Dave's like, Hot Carl, Dirty Sanchez. I'm like, where are they at?
There's no sequel to that.
Tell me about Arcane. What's the story? What's the premise?
Fans describe it as the X-Men meets the Da Vinci Code.
Whoa.
Oh.
I read the Da Vinci Code in like a day and a half.
Yeah.
So
this is going to take you 3.
Okay. Yeah. So in the Bible, there's the Nephilim or Nephilim, as people call it.
Nephilim.
Yeah. I've heard it both ways, but angel-human hybrids. So after 12 years of Catholic school, I looked at the Bible apocalypse story, the only part of the Bible that I actually cared about. You know, what's weird, when you go to a Catholic school, there's only one book every year, as opposed to math and English and everything else, where there's a new book where you learn like a new thing. Math 1, Math 2, algebra.
Revelations.
Yeah. Right. So with the Bible, it's the
Favorite
same
book.
exact book. But I love the apocalypse story with the 4 horsemen and the...
Woo! Those 4 horsemen?
not the spandex wearing.
on war.
Not the spandex wearing.
Claire, Ole Anderson, Art Anderson.
Jose.
Tully Blanchard.
The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Yeah. Sorry.
And the hellfire and brimstone and everything else, the end of times. But what I thought was cool was there was no ending to that story. So I decided to put an ending on the oldest story that there is, God versus the Devil. And
how did it work out?
Put my own spin on it. Absolutely great. I've gotten great reception from fans and people that are reviewing the book online, stuff like that. I absolutely love it. I finished the first 2 of the introduction trilogy, and with Keith Gratchow, a guy that's done work with Disney, we're going to finish up book 3, hopefully by August.
So you write it and he draws it.
Correct.
He's a tracer.
I'm an inker, sir.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to finish this thing up, and a lot of people that came to the show were looking at. I had a little preview of book 3, and nice enough to have you guys come down, Motor City Geek.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give me an interview. I thought it went pretty well. I thought I looked good on camera. And
we'll see.
I saw the pictures of it, but it was just an overwhelming show. A lot of good media, a lot of people that I've met, old fans, new fans, and people that really are out to help the indie local artists. It's a really good show.
I guess answer me this, Dom. How tough
Yeah.
is it for like a local artist not to just break local, but to break national? I mean, to get something that's actually being distributed on a national level, is it next to impossible? I mean, what's the steps that need to happen for that to?
It's not impossible, but if you want to do it, you've got to really love it. I love what I'm doing. I love selling my stories. I love meeting new people and telling them about what I have, and they purchase the book and come back and tell me that they really liked it. We're out of beer.
We're not out of beer. There's not a beer in this room.
How long have you been working on the story in the comic?
Since 2010 is when I actually got serious about it, and
That's a long time.
Yeah, and the first one came out in 2012. So since 2012, I've been promoting it relentlessly, and it's what I want to do for a living, full time.
Is this your first Motor City Comic Con, or have you been before?
It's my third.
Your third, awesome.
Wow,
it's my third. Yes, and I'm the guy in Artist Alley, the creepy guy that asks the hot chicks to take pictures holding my comic.
You are that guy.
You're damn right I am.
I don't blame him.
So answer me this: what's the vibe like between the comic artists? Are you guys cool together? Is this like a big competitive thing? Do you hate each other?
Do you order Jimmy John's for each other? What's the
right?
You no mango smoothies for you.
No, you get a bit of I'd say healthy competition, but most of the time, I'm the kind of guy that would rather help out I'd rather help out other people than be in competition. Like if you notice me on social media, I'm always promoting other people, coming up to other shows. Even you guys, IT and the D will be there. Things like that. I think it helps me out where I'm not always blowing my own horn. Where I'm saying, "Hey, come check me out at this table." It just looks better if I'm helping other people. But to answer your question. Yeah, I think most of the time with comic book people, they're very supportive and they're good people.
Well, I think the last thing you want to do is start getting this reputation for this guy's a complete butt wipe.
Too late for
It's
that.
a fairly tight-knit
Already has it.
community, right? I mean, so if you are a butt wipe, everyone's going to know about you, that you're
Right.
a butt wipe.
How important is the local community to you?
Very, very important. Detroit's been very good to me.
Very, very good to me.
Very good to me.
Cool. Natasha.
Yeah, it's very important to me. I'm in Detroit. Actually, we're in Ferndale, Michigan. Here, I'm in Detroit Comics on their local artist wall.
That's local.
You can pick up the Arcane Awakening 1 and 2 there. Brian Kelly over there was very accommodating when I really had no fan base, and he helped me out.
So are you entirely self-published, self-printed?
Yes,
across the board.
Absolutely.
Where can I pick up a copy?
MessBucketComics.com.
You look at these leading questions. You got
his booth this past weekend.
It's awesome.
At Motor City Comic.
You missed it. Oh, you should have came.
He's leading the witness, sir.
No, where can I get it? I'm not at the convention anymore. Where can I get it?
At MessBucketComics.com, I have a store selling the Arcane Awakening 1 and 2, some merchandise. If you ask nicely, I'll sign them for you.
I almost made fun of you for signing my copies. I'm like, hey, don't sign my.
Don't want your damn signature.
I don't exactly.
Dude, there's that weird gray area where, like, okay, you bought this. If I don't sign it,
when Dom's a multi-millionaire,
huge, then you'll be mad he didn't sign.
You know what I'm
Right.
mad about? The fact that you charged me.
well,
Did you see my badge? Like, you're not supposed to charge.
Well, no,
people.
that'll be
get
Dave
outta here.
Santia. And
Here
in
we
like
go.
2 years, he'll tell you he doesn't have time for you anymore.
hey, Bob, you don't have anything to trade. You have nothing to trade, Bob.
Hey, Dom. One of the cooler things you just did. You did a big hockey thing last time you were on our show. You were talking about it. And they did a whole was it an hour episode on Fox Sports Detroit?
Right.
Talk to us about the charity you're involved in and what the hockey game's about. I know it's off season, but it's still a cool story.
Right. No, it's come a long way. We started 6 years ago, and this past January late January we had the Frozen Fish Fiasco was on Fox Sports Detroit for a half-hour special, and what we do is we raise money for Clark Park in Detroit to keep the place open. It's the last outdoor hockey rink in Detroit or Metro Detroit.
Dude, and I grew up playing hockey in outdoor hockey rinks like that.
Exactly.
Like, there's nothing better than being a goalie and trying to pick people out of the fog bank.
Right.
That's
Outdoor hockey and arena is the best.
yeah.
So
It's a weird thing. It's like
you're keeping it alive.
Yeah, it's like going from drawing pages with layers to going to digital.
The barest step above pond hockey. I mean, it's
Right.
still
Pond hockey's the best.
It's a different game outdoors, and it's
Until you fall in.
yeah until you
Then it's
fall in
the
the lake and
funniest
drown, and there's a horror.
Yeah, then
movie
it's
and,
funny.
yeah. Then
Yeah,
you're
so-
an episode of Fringe, and you
Get the amber out.
right.
we had the event, and it went really well. Fox Sports Detroit and State Champs TV was nice enough to help us out and get it on national television. Next year we have interest from the Zetterberg Foundation.
Wow.
They're very interested in helping us out and taking it to the next level. So the whole thing, which started 6 years ago as just a fun little thing between two beer league teams, has turned into something that's been on national television, raising over $50,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I think that's the coolest thing about being a geek, right? So you have a really rare opportunity to be in the community and things like that. And using your geek for good is like the best thing you can do, I think.
Great power.
With great power
Yes.
comes great responsibility. Yeah.
No,
Awesome.
absolutely. Yeah,
Triple
it's a fun thing. I want to get all you guys
Damn you, Uncle
involved
Ben.
somehow. Yeah.
And your rice.
Oh,
Who were some of the cooler people you met at con?
too soon.
This year, I was actually
in 1997.
Think back.
Yeah, no, not this year. No,
1992.
Let's talk about what people can't find online right now.
Yeah, 92. It's episode 92.
Up your ass.
Okay, so
up your nose with a rubber hose.
Thank you, Vinny Barbarino. Hey.
I was excited.
Find that on Google.
Signed Epstein's mother.
There was a guy, Dennis O'Hare. He played Russell Edgington.
He's a baddie.
He's a bad guy? You don't like bad guys?
He was a bad guy, wasn't he?
Yeah,
in that,
so you're booing him?
I'm not booing him. I'm just
boo, doing things for charity. Boo. Boo.
Terrible person, obviously.
Screw that guy. Boo.
His name's Dennis O'Hare, and he actually went to my high school, and I went up and talked to him, and we were talking about old teachers and stuff we had, and it was really cool to meet that guy. Excellent actor. I met through Mark Nowatarski.
Mark's a bad man, isn't
the
he?
golden voice.
Yes.
Oh, he is.
Fantastic.
I want him to tell me bedtime stories every night. It'll be the greatest time ever.
Sit in my bed and tell me stories.
It's Bob on speed dial.
This guy's voice, man, is crazy. You got to hear him. He was on one of our shows. The way, listen here, young man. My name is Mark. Oh, it's so good.
Good night.
It's so good.
He was a great guy. The girl that was there from Gilligan's Island, Dawn
Wells.
Yeah.
Yes.
She looks good, man.
Absolutely.
For how she's got to be as old as my old man. Like
she's 75.
She's older than my father, and she looks damn good.
That's middle aged still, right?
Middle of what? If you're Yoda.
Tom Kenny, but I've never seen SpongeBob. I like him from Mr. Show.
Mr. Show?
Yeah.
Bob and Dave?
Yeah, with Bob and David.
I did not tell my children that Tom Kenny was there. They would have destroyed me,
right?
Every piece of my being.
Mr. Show with Bob and David, we watched in college.
Heck yeah.
Weekly. Over and over and over again. I was very excited to meet him. I had one more celebrity encounter. The Karate Kid.
What about
Martin?
when you were drunk.
Martin Clove
Cove.
Yeah.
I was
good guy.
Goddamn shit show when I met him. And I'm like, thanks for taking a picture of the comic, man. And he's like, okay, bud, you have a cab? I was like, oh yeah. I couldn't drive a video game right now.
I think he offered to drive you home.
Yeah. But he was cool. Everybody I met, from my point of view, Motor City Comic Con, it was a first class event, and I absolutely loved it. Did better than the year before. I'm coming back again. I met people like you that gave me great interviews and gave me exposure. I absolutely love it, and I will always be back.
See, my take was that I think the vendors, like the art and the people that brought stuff to sell, stepped it up this year. I don't remember
absolutely
the stuff going on. It was. Everyone brought their A game, it looks like. Across the board.
The vendors were good, and then there were a few guest cancellations of some of the bigger stars. And
I'm not going to lie, Katie Seagal broke my heart.
Broke a lot of people's hearts.
I think there was a Hail Mary pass to William Shatner there.
I do.
At the end.
And I never saw Vivica Fox either.
That was it. Vivica Fox. Met her.
She was there.
Only person who met her.
We saw her.
She was awesome.
How did I miss that?
She gave one autograph out to Joe.
How drunk were you, Dave, when you met Vivica Fox?
Very.
All right.
Did you meet me this weekend?
Very. So it was. It was difficult with the guest cancellations because they were the bigger stars.
Well, so Katie Seagal and then
Sons of
Laura
Anarchy
Vandermoort.
Yeah.
From the
you had
V reboot.
Yeah, Brian Hurst was from Sons of Anarchy. So if you follow that show, he's a crowd favorite. So that was tough. But they brought on William Shatner to kind of round out the.
I'm not going to lie. We had our good conversations. It was all the ones we cared about.
It was different because
Andrew McCarthy broke my heart.
2014, though. The crazy thing, on our side, 2014, everyone went up to us and, hey, can you do a show idea? They're like, yeah, whatever. Here, record.
Yeah.
And this year, no.
We didn't approach. No. We didn't approach anybody.
I didn't get
unless
that.
we got explicit permission.
If I didn't get Scott Steiner. If I'd have just got that, I would have been happy. But yeah, everyone's telling us no. Dude, Jimmy Walker For crying out loud, you
Dude,
could-
all I wanted is, hey, you're listening to the IT the D show, and it's dynamite.
You could ask me. I would have done it for you.
No, he said, I don't do that.
I don't do that.
Vivica A. Fox was fantastic.
Like, seriously, Jimmy Walker?
Was she good?
You don't do that?
They-
Like, really? You don't do
it was tough working with the media agents, trying to get past them to get to the actual people behind the names.
Jenny Slater was not helpful?
No. What a horrible job to be one of those guys.
What, the media agents or the media?
Agents.
Always the bad guy.
They get paid
No
for it,
matter
though,
what.
and that's
Oh,
their
my
job.
God.
Yeah.
So, other than that, we had a fun time on Friday. That was a good time. Saturday was a good time, and my favorite thing was the after party.
I was gonna say, honestly,
with you
the after
guys
parties-
and everybody. Dom from Mess Bucket that came out to chat with us. That was a good time. That's my favorite thing.
Well,
at
and
conventions
poor
right now.
Billy Zabka and Martin Cove that just wanted to sit down and have something to eat.
I felt so bad. They were sitting
and
there just
could
quietly
not
eating.
get like 4 seconds alone.
Isn't that the rule?
The goddamn DJ girl would not leave the two of them alone.
I was watching him just sitting there eating. Just like,
Here's
Oh,
the
You know what I feel
rule.
bad for is Digital Underground. Look at that one guy. That absolutely
the guy before me.
Yeah, the guy before
Because
me that
Dave
murdered
didn't-
the Humpty
that
Dance.
jackhole who murdered the Humpty
I
Dance.
never thought I would refer to Dave as being soulful, but after
But he stole the show.
after hearing the first guy, I was like, "Damn, that white boy's got moves."
You're Aretha Franklin compared to that first
For those
guy.
not-
Yeah, absolutely, Aretha Franklin.
There was karaoke on the patio.
There was.
And
And
you know,
ranked
and
to
so there had to-
11.
And so those
Ranked
that
to
know
11.
us know there had to be the Humpty Dance. It had to be done.
Isn't that a rule, though, going back, that if you see a celebrity, I don't care wherever you see them, if they're
You
eating,
leave them the hell alone.
If they're eating,
If they're eating, you don't talk to them.
Not a
And
word.
this goes for the cosplayers or whoever. If you're in costume or you're a celebrity and you're sitting down, leave them alone.
And he couldn't be less interested. He was on his phone, like sending texts. He was looking down, and the person
Right.
just talking to him.
Leave
like,
them alone. Who wants to be on
'Cause
all the time?
If
What
there's one place that I think that people might pick up on visual social cues, it's
at
Motor City Comic Con.
yeah. Well, we missed a little bit.
But like the one thing I noticed, like Dom, you could probably like the cost go up for the booths. Like I wonder if those guys that bring in those massive, huge
Tickets were up.
like 40 by 40, yeah, like
Booths
autographs
were up.
Booths were up. Like, are those guys breaking even? Are they making money?
I'm not going to lie.
There's more crowd.
Artist Alley went up, but not a lot.
I'm mad at us for not getting a booth. I kind of am. Like, I think we should have.
Well,
Then you would have been angry on Friday at 6 that we still got to sit in the stupid booth.
chained to a
No,
desk
we'll
all.
get
Your
people-
booth
no, we get
was
people from our group
conveniently
that are gonna be there.
located as close to the bar as possible. I
Yeah, our
think it
booth
was
was
okay.
the bar table.
Yeah.
Which is the patio.
I saw a group there selling like $400 swords, right? How many $400 swords do you have to actually sell to break even? When
One.
you're paying $1,200
One. One
1,200
sword.
bucks
Well,
for a
no,
booth?
because the booth prices weren't that cheap. I mean, it was
Okay,
that
two
cheap. Well, but here's what
swords.
made me laugh. So it's the Legolas bow and arrow with a certificate of authenticity.
Legolas himself
So
fired
a
it.
certificate of what? Like, like it's like this was actually wielded by Legolas, or
That's a-
how does that
it's
work?
so close to
Wait,
the movie
Legolas
that's an
didn't
official
have-
replica.
It didn't have Legos?
No.
There were no Legos harmed in
less
the
than Lego.
involvement
Oh.
of this.
It was Lego less.
Oh.
It was less than Lego.
Zero Legos
zero.
involved.
How many?
Lego less.
No, but the guy's like, that's got to be an insane amount of work to bring all those comic books. All
Oh my
those
God! The freaking
God bless everyone's
T-shirt
heart.
hoodie
That
vendor that sets up like the
A tower.
80 by 80
And it was like
wall
a
of
6 or an 8
pain.
booth. It was huge.
Yeah.
God
God
bless
love
every
them.
one of your hearts that goes in there and pays your however much money for those booths and then sets up all that cool merchandise.
Well, because the worst part is like I'm talking him out of buying stuff. I'm like, dude, those are
Don't talk them out. They won't come back.
those are
They can't afford
$6
it.
everywhere
T-shirts are
else.
2
Just
for
don't.
$50? Really?
I'm like, you're not paying $20.
$25
It's
or
$6
$2 for
anywhere else.
$50.
Uncle Allen's.
2 for $29, 2 for 50.
29, 2 for 50.
I remember I bought that was at Penguin Con when that woman tried to charge me $46 for two
For
kids'
2 T-shirts.
I'm like,
We love our T-shirt vendor at PeopleCon. We do. Thanks, Off-World.
I know,
Thank you, PenguinCon.
No, but like there's stuff there like who goes there and like buys like the $400 aluminum Falcon? Like what? Like
Wait, Millennium?
What the hell is an
Falcon?
aluminum Falcon?
What's an aluminum Falcon?
Yeah, the $400 Reynolds Wrap Falcon.
No, I said it so
It can
many-
do 12 parsecs of kitchen in 5 seconds.
I said it so many times at the con.
Baked potato.
What the hell is an aluminum Falcon? Like we're now stuck in my head. That's all.
It's because you kept calling it aluminum Falcon.
Especially with so much cool, over in Artist Alley, there was so much great stuff there.
It was overload.
Yeah.
It was absolute over. I mean, everywhere you turned was cool stuff, man.
I think we spent 2 hours in Artist Alley just on Sunday walking around.
Did
It's
anyone
crazy.
have a giant demon on their table?
I saw a gaping open mouth demon at one of these tables.
Hashtag cheap plug.
Reminded me of my wife.
Hashtag Dom from Downriver. Yeah, I said it. Good job, Dom. So that Motor City Comic Con was cool, and there's there's other conventions coming up this year in the Motor City area. Do you guys know who Ben Heck is? Yeah, this guy's got to know who Ben Heck is. Ben Heck does. He'll take Xboxes and Super Nintendos and make them
He's a
portable
step down
versions.
from Ben Hell.
Yeah, Ben Hell.
He's the family-friendly version.
He's a PC friendly.
Shit is the worst. Don't talk to him.
Maker Faire is coming up in July. And that's
Maker
probably the next event we're going to be at.
Yeah.
It's a good time. It's hit or miss sometimes depending on what guests they have. The first year I was there, they had the Burning Man folks there. I mean, these guys who made cool dragons with couches on the back breathing fire.
Because when I think of a good time, I think of hanging out in the desert
with a bunch
for a long time.
Don't be square, Dave.
Don't lie, Dave.
You're not
I saw you
riding a
sing Humpty
friggin'
Dump.
dragon with a couch on the back in the battle, man.
That I would like, but
You'd be
not-
having a great time in the desert.
There's a local one here in Michigan. It's called Lakes of Fire. They have it over on a lake.
Yes, you shot me the link about that.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Did they make a song about that?
It's like 35 days.
Lakes of
Fire.
Nirvana already did that rock cover with some other
And
artist.
tickets are gone. They're gone. And gone.
and done. So I hope you got your tickets real quick. So anyway, there's some cool conventions coming up. Maker Faire is coming up in July.
So, Dom, messbucketcomics.com, you told me a cool story where the hell that name came from because it's kind of a goofy name. And you're an old hockey guy, right? So
Right. Well, remember the 1980...
Old. He's like 28.
hockey guy, man.
not the oldest guy in the room for once, or not the youngest guy, rather. So.
Right.
Good job, Nuri.
Remember the 1980s Tron movie with where they wore those old hockey helmets? Well, that's the helmet that Mark Messier used to wear. And he wore it up until he retired 10 years after nobody wore it anymore. So Mark Messier's nickname was Mess. And
Right.
hockey lingo for helmet was bucket. So I was at
Not just because he had a huge head, because he did have a huge head.
yeah.
So did you
Ian,
bring?
You're not allowed to return things that you play with at the con. Let's be clear.
You brought hockey into comics? Is that what you're saying?
I guess, yeah. I mean, I was at a drop-in skate, and this guy goes, "Hey, Dom, take a look at that guy's old mess bucket." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "That old Messier helmet over there." And the guy was like, "Oh my god, that's great." I was like, "That's what I'm naming my company, by the way." He goes,
Done deal.
Decision
Guy's
made
like,
in
whatever.
pulse.
So I heard that when Messier doesn't wear that helmet, he tries to skate, he falls all over himself. He's a mess. Like, he has to wear that in order to be good at hockey. Just like Samson with the hair. If you cut it off, it's done. He doesn't have that helmet. So
It's
I'm
of
trying to
biblical
steal-
proportions.
Yeah, it's very biblical. I'm trying to steal that. I'm just trying to take that power from Messier's old helmet into Mess Bucket Comics.
I was more of a Yari Curry fan, but that's
You were? That was great.
Dave disapproves.
So you're at we're going to go up against a quick break. You're at messbuckets.com.
MessBucketComics.com.
Facebook, same thing.
Yep, Facebook, same thing. The Arcane Awakening fan site. Every week on social media, including Twitter and Instagram, at MessBucketComic, we have hot chicks holding the Arcane. You'll see me at local cons taking pictures of hot chicks holding my book.
We hold your book.
Yeah, you.
Bob was all over that
No,
book.
we're apparently not allowed anywhere near his book.
Right?
But yeah,
Do you
come
like
check
this?
us out, and you'll get to see hot chicks and celebrities, all kinds of stuff, and cool things from shows.
Books and the artwork are great. I'm just going to, cheap plug, but no, seriously, they are.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you coming on. We're going to come back segment 4, a little bit of a Comic-Con recap, and I'm going to eat some vegan jerky.
Yes.
Yes.
Whoa.
This is the IT and the D Show. We will be right back.
Hey, this is John Schneider from Nip Tuck Smallville, the haves and the have-nots. Oh, Dr. Quinn, Hot in Cleveland, Secret Life of the American Teenager, and just about everything you can possibly imagine. And oh yeah, the Dukes of Hazzard. You're listening to Bob and Dave, the It in the D. Oh, shoot. Well, no, they're the It. I'm standing right here with him. He's the It. No, it's the IT in the D show. See ya.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
All right, welcome back. This is segment 4, episode 92. This is the IT in the D Show. We're broadcasting to you live from our brand new IT in the D studios up here above Activate Gaming in the TriNet corporate offices in beautiful Ferndale, Michigan. This is Bob the Sales Guy. We're here with Dave the Geek, Nuri the FNG. Catch us online, itinthed.com. Like us on Facebook /ITND. Follow us on Twitter /ITND. And check out our new app on Android, IT in the D. And on TuneIn, we have our own streaming station, IT in the D. Appreciate you hanging out. Had a few tech difficulties. I think we're going to have some hiccups for at least the first.
New studio, Wacky Mayhem ensues. It is what it is.
It is what it is, and we're good to go. We've had some fun. We're hanging out with the guys from Motor City Geek.
Hello.
Hanging out with Dom Riggio from Mess Bucket Comics. And it's the Comic-Con recap episode du jour.
What's the soup du jour?
The soup du jour is
the soup of the day.
Dave and karaoke.
And you know what? You know what?
You know what pissed me off so much about that is that the host just sang her song, and it's like, okay, now you guys sing karaoke, and some guy gets up there, and guess what he sings? Humpty Dance.
My song.
exact
Screw that guy.
Same
that's what burned
song.
me the most about it.
And I never,
angry.
I never thought that I would refer to Dave as being soulful, but after that guy, Aretha Franklin.
No, he got out there and shamed the guy.
Oh, absolutely.
How was that guy to be like, oh, I hate my life?
I'm never doing that song again, ever. What that guy should have said to himself.
You know why I think we had technical difficulties? I think Andrew McCarthy's people DDoS'd us. I'm not going to lie.
Does Andrew McCarthy have people?
We found
McCarthy sitting alone.
We found the signal.
All right, so I think it's time for vegan jerky. So
Distribute
if
the
you guys
bomb.
have ever been to the show, basically every show there's Chicago mix and beef jerky. So
Yes.
I have actually brought in some vegan jerky.
Oh, I see it.
It's made from soy. You know, I don't eat meat, and
It's gluten-free.
It's gluten free, so everyone should take a vegan jerky and let's try this. It's actually freaking delicious. If I hit you with it, I'm
peanut.
sorry.
Oh, I'm trying vegan
boy.
jerky.
It's made by Primal Strips, and it's pretty delicious.
It's
So don't-
meatless.
Meatless vegan jerky Thai peanut.
Like, what's in it?
The worst day
It's
of my life.
soy or wheat and other things. It's
Product of Taiwan, and it's best by May 22nd, so we better eat this quick.
what's even better is I spent $20 on vegan jerky to bring to you guys. So.
I'm not
It's
gonna lie,
wet and
I
kind of
want meat
mucusy.
sticks.
Yeah.
You want meat sticks?
Is it not good?
No, it's
Dude,
not. It's not awful.
It's just the
Well,
consistency is off.
I'm going to
It
give
is.
you my honest opinion.
All right.
I don't think I'm right now.
Kind of wet.
I like
Sounds
it.
like my first time.
I'm okay with wet.
It sounds like my first time.
I like it.
It's not horrible.
It's not bad, but it's inside of a PetSmart.
Yeah. It smells.
I don't.
It
It's
tastes
one of the
like
weirdest moments of my life.
it tastes like a PetSmart smells.
It's not bad,
I think
though.
Rob wins. It's totally
Yeah. It's
Hashtag tastes like PetSmart smells.
So sometime the next year,
I love animals.
Let's quick, give me the fireball to get the taste out of my mouth.
It's not. It's not something I'd ever.
Gotta make it.
What is this actually made out of?
If I was drunk, I wouldn't know the difference.
ingredients.
I am drunk.
Non-GMO, vital
Well
gluten.
played, Dom. If
Yeah, non-GMO isolated soy protein.
Dom and his one
What
drink.
is that?
Yeah.
It's like lips and assholes, right? I mean, just imagine lips and assholes of wheat,
Of plants?
of plants.
The
yes.
lips and assholes of plants. Well, Bob ate the whole thing. So.
Plan assholes.
Yeah, Bob clearly did not like it because it's all gone.
we did not spend 10,000 years climbing to the top of the food pyramid to eat broccoli.
Broccoli's green.
So I commit. Sometime in the next year, I will have a bite of meat stick.
Whoa!
It's commitment. It's recorded.
It's a meat stick.
Neri, it wasn't terrible. I don't
not
understand why.
It's not horrible, but it's not like just the consistency is off.
You wouldn't wake up craving it.
Oh
No,
God,
right?
no.
Okay.
No.
It's not bad. I could eat this again.
If they were out of Slim Jims at the gas station, I might pick one up.
You wouldn't even know the difference. I mean,
depends on how much I drank.
Drunk and blindfold.
Other than the PetSmart smell,
God love Joel chiming in from New Hampshire. So the vegan meat stick is the equivalent of the soy milk because there's no soy boobs. So why is there soy milk?
It's soy juice because I've never met a soy with teats.
Thanks, Joel. It's awesome.
It was Lou Black.
It wasn't bad. I could eat that again.
I like PetSmart. It's a nice store.
So what other crap's going on before we jump back into to finish up Comic-Con recap? We got you sent me the one dumb one, which was the My Social book.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
My Social book?
Yes, you can actually you can hook into someone's social media feed.
It was 1992.
Print it off as a book and use it as toilet paper.
Oh, I
like
saw that. I saw that, but they don't always
give a few people.
It's like those newsfeed, the newsfeed things that Facebook does, where they review your year,
right?
But you lost a family member or something, and they're like, have a great year,
Everything
Grandma.
you've ever posted, Grandma died. Yeah.
I want to remember this in print.
Can you edit it, or is it just they pull? And
they pull and they publish.
That's terrible. I don't want Grandma to be in that mix.
I don't want all the stuff that Heather posts on my Facebook.
That would be I would pay for that book that she wrote.
Your old MySpace homepage song.
No, there's the
top 8 at 8.
I never had MySpace.
Oh, I forgot that there was a
say I never had
song.
MySpace.
Yeah,
Hipster. Never.
Tom.
And Friendster.
Tom is always in my top 8.
Yeah, Tom was never my friend.
Tom was my friend.
ass.
No, it's like the people like Ross that like grown men that write the cryptic
Road
Facebook
men?
messages all day.
That's still vague book.
Yeah, right. Vague book.
Something
And, like,
big's gonna happen tomorrow.
or like no, he'll do like the F-bomb. Like period, and like that's his update.
that's his status. That's what he does. Yeah,
This is what I'm feeling right now, and you wouldn't understand because I'm artist.
That too.
I'm so soulful.
That's what I want to buy a book of other people. Can you buy other?
Yeah.
people? Oh, that's. So
You want to buy somebody else's book?
No, the weird ones, like the complete, like
the people that we should not be Facebook friends with, that we are.
The ones that have like 50 pages of blank space and cats.
right? No, yeah, exactly. No, like pictures. It actually looks like a nice book too, which is the sad part. But yeah, I don't want my own.
If I could edit it, maybe.
No, I use that stuff for like when we go on vacations.
Exactly, it's for photos,
Shutterfly,
vacation
and I make a book. Like we go to Disney.
Put it on a projector and share it with your family.
When we were on vacation,
yeah, exactly.
Facebook was our free backup for our vacation photos, just so that we could make sure that they were somewhere before we lost our camera or lost our phone. That was it.
So what else is going on? Are we allowed to take Amtrak's anymore? After
No,
too soon.
They don't know how to not go 100 miles an hour.
The worst.
How are they not automated? When I found out they weren't
but
automated,
they are. Apparently,
they were automated if you were going southbound.
Right.
If you were going the
northbound.
other direction,
Yeah.
they didn't have controls in
apparently
place
south you were fine.
to
north,
slow
not so much.
the train down at the appropriate time.
because of magnetic planes.
Yes.
No, because somebody didn't put it in, and that's it. That is literally it.
Which again
and why that
brings you
happened.
back to,
Birds.
Hi, we're Audi. Our car makes 4,000 decisions every second. I will never buy an Audi. Why? Because I know programmers.
So I have an Audi, right? I have an Audi. And I
Do you really?
And I got so
Dude,
pissed
you are
off.
a braver goddamn man than I am.
It's 3 years old. I changed my battery. And
Do you wish you had a Google self-drive car more than that Audi?
I wish I had an innie. I took my Audi and I changed my battery. And
Wait, or you could have the new Tesla S car, like the
that you get
model,
locked out of.
That apparently after 24 days you can't drive anymore because it dies.
Just don't be Consumer Reports, trying to test
so I
the
went to
car.
the auto parts and bought my own battery, put it in the trunk. 2 weeks later, it was dead.
Where at?
Hope you got a big trunk because I'm going to put my bike in it.
So I bought a battery, put it in my trunk. 2 weeks later, it's dead.
Check this out, 21 gears, baby.
They're like, well, I'm sorry, you have to tell your car that you're using an aftermarket battery and program the exact settings into it.
Tell your
Otherwise, it's
car.
going to come on in the middle of the night and drain your battery.
I don't want to
I saw Maximum
I don't even want to talk to my wife. Why don't I want to talk to my car?
You got to program it. You better talk to Maximum Overdrive before he takes over.
Yeah, is Emilio Estevez in an interface? Yeah, Mighty Ducks, Emilio in my car.
So do you want like idiot kid making decisions or 4,000 coders making decisions? I'm going
idiot kid.
Well, the best.
I swear to God, I would trust idiot kid before I trust 4,000.
The best part is the Google self-drive cars. No accidents, other than other idiots running into the Google cars.
No. I think there's new statistics that say that there have been many accidents.
The Google cars are Skynet. Is that what you're telling me?
I lived in Mountain View for a while, working for maybe those people who.
Well, here's why self-driving cars will never happen. Because why?
5 years, Google says.
Who gets sued? Larry
Page and
someone has to code that decision that says, okay, tree falls in road. Do I hit Mini Cooper or Boxy Volvo?
Rob, why did you make that decision?
Boxy Volvo. I kill people who get sued because the car made that decision, not me.
I think until everyone's driving a self-driving car, it's dangerous.
It's not, dude. It's not feasible.
No,
like
not at all.
Well, and that was it. People are running into these self-driving cars.
Dude, I went to the whole connected technology, connected car event last Thursday with because Elena, and we love her. I mean, she was on the show last week. We were talking about all that fun stuff. It's not physical. It's not real. Like, there's no way that you have self-driving cars and people-driven cars on the same road.
I'll
It doesn't happen.
In a self-driving car the day they come out.
Iron horses are never going to take off.
Like the guy in Silicon Valley that ends up on that freight.
Totally. No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying it won't take
6 days later.
I'm just saying the practicality of it is just it's not feasible.
It's gonna be bad.
64K of RAM.
People are dumb.
64K of RAM is enough
More
for
than
anybody.
anyone ever needs.
Is it going to be Apple Maps bad?
Apple Maps bad.
Yeah, drive off the cliff.
Is it Zune bad or Apple Maps bad?
Oh,
iPhone 4 bad.
You can't go on killing people.
It's not iPhone 4, it's Zune.
You can't just go on killing
What was your guys' favorite memory from Comic-Con this weekend? What was the best? Absolute best.
To
Give
be
me
honest, it was
15 seconds.
It was hanging out in the back deck with these guys, singing karaoke. Coming from PinguaCon, I mean, and knowing what a con is like, where people were super friendly and engaging and open and programming the paneling.
You know what? Let's talk about that. So we did PenguaCon a couple weeks ago, and then we did Motor City Comic Con. They are two completely different animals.
Absolutely.
Motor City Comic Con, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but so Motor City Comic Con is the
It's a
flea market.
Yes.
Of
my line
of pop culture, and I'm okay with that.
It's
safe. PenguaCon is more about
where are you taking your kids?
It's more about the dynamic.
Comic-Con.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Comic-Con, it's for the kids, it's for the adults.
It's for the kids.
For the kids.
How can I reach the
PenguaCon, it just, tell me if I'm...
PenguaCon's for me.
PenguaCon, tell me if I'm wrong.
for me.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Was there stroller rental?
And my case of booze from Valentine.
PenguaCon is for dirty days.
Was there stroller rental at PenguaCon?
No.
All right, then.
I left on Sunday. I was driving home, and I called each of my friends who helped run PinguaCon and said,
"Dude, you were so visually disgusted.
I was walking around. I was crestfallen.
You couldn't. Crestfallen is not the right. You were visually disgusted walking around.
I thought it was going to be better than this. But I called all my friends and said, "Holy shit! I'm so glad at the community that we bring."
Yeah,
where's the community here? Where are the room parties?
Dude, Comic-Con is not about community.
No,
it's about commerce.
There is a community between the artists, the vendors, the guests,
I can
the
totally
press.
see that. I mean,
and that's where it ends. I mean, that's
and these are the unwashed masses paying to see all these.
No, I think our friend Brian probably made more friends than all of us because he played Magic the Gathering in that private room. And he came out
But you can do that. You can do that any Saturday night around Detroit. You can do that any Saturday night. Play Magic the Gathering
from Motor City meeting Vivica A. Fox, and I am a huge Curb Your Enthusiasm fan.
Heck yeah!
We need to start Motor City meat sticks. That should be our
Motor City vegan sticks coming to Dave's refrigerator near you.
I got her to say, I go, "What's up, LD?" It was awesome. She screamed it too, like I was like 100.
That makes me mad that I didn't meet her. Now
100 yards away.
That's
like
one.
2 feet
What's
away
number
from her.
2?
But the second, if you guys remember the karaoke, Holly Ogden singing "Welcome to the Jungle" in the
Welcome to the jungle.
Thank you. In the what's the cosplay for Joker's girlfriend? I can't think of it right now.
Harley Quinn?
Harley Quinn. Did you see that?
There's only 9,000 Harley Quinns.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man. I mean, it just name cosplay.
Pick your
Harley Quinn, Deadpool,
or the deck.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
It was a little
It's like
jaded,
this
but I remember.
quiet little girl, and she goes up there and just belts out "Welcome to the Jungle" like Axl Rose.
Right.
Yeah. It was
I heard her from the parking lot. It was
had that awesome ankle sway.
Ankle sway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
No,
listen to
those are
Chinese
my two.
democracy.
The one thing for me is like, I walked around that thing for 3 days, and I walked out thinking I didn't see and talk to and get everything I wanted to.
No.
There's
Like,
so much.
You can't. It's not humanly possible for 3 days in that thing, like to dig through the comic. I didn't dig through one comic, and that I wanted to, right? I barely got. I walked the artist stuff, but I didn't dig through it. I kind of just like strolled, right? Like there wasn't. Like, it was one of those things, again, where it's like, remember we talked about the networking thing in the beginning where I want to meet everyone? Like, I walked in going, I had anxiety because I need to see everything right now.
No, it's like a high school reunion, and you want to talk to everybody, or it's your wedding, or it's some kind of event, and you don't have enough time.
No, I felt it was more like a mall that people dressed up to, and I don't get it.
Okay, just come next year.
All right, I'll
come next year. Just come suckle at the teat, man. You'll be
The
you'll
more
be there.
times you go, the more it starts to feel like that. You're like coming back to this crazy giant extended family where you're like, that's fourth cousin
It's
Bob.
like any dysfunctional family. You start picking up your friends and your family, and you're like,
and that one drunk uncle,
and drunk uncle is there, and you're like, hey.
And then he hits the karaoke bar.
And then he hits a karaoke bar and he does some Humpty Dance
Don't judge me.
rendition.
Dude, that was
I'm not judging you. I'm judging the other guy because,
I'd say
again,
Screw that guy.
There were like 300 or 400 people out there. That was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
the after party,
Right.
Saturday was where it was at. I mean, that was fun.
And in reality, too, if you sit on some of the panels, that's where a lot more that you get the more community feeling. When you're in the pit of what I call it anyway.
Yeah.
It's
we
just-
didn't.
it's crowds.
We didn't talk about, and what I hate the most about panels and Comic-Con is like last year we went and saw Joey Lauren Adams, and no one asked her about. Or no one asked her about her.
Her.
Everyone said, "So Joey,
Hey, what's it like to work?
thanks
with
for finishing my sentence. Go ahead. What's go ahead.
Okay.
What's it what's it like working with Adam Sandler? What's it like working with Ben Stiller?
Screw those guys.
Or Ben Affleck.
Worst panel ever.
but nobody's
Like, I felt bad for her.
Yeah.
Joy Lauren Adams is amazing.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't ask about Joy Lauren?
She's the only person we ever met that had
Step
all
up to the
three of us
mic next
tongue-tied.
time and ask Joy Lauren Adams about Joy Lauren Adams, and then maybe she'll come back to Detroit.
But I have a feeling that every panel is like that, where you don't ask them about.
Not every panel. It depends. If you've got a star that's working with some bigger star, you'll get a bunch of a-holes that'll start asking about.
Those are awful questions.
They're absolutely awful
There will
questions.
always be people who are.
Nobody wants to hear about your thoughts about the bigger star that eclipses you.
But we were there to see her. We didn't care about stupid wiener Adam
So
Sandler.
step up to the mic next time.
You can't screen the nerds' questions.
Be
You
a
never
part
know.
of it. Contribute.
Just talk louder than them next time.
So in 1996, you had a small appearance.
And you would have fit in
Smallville.
fantastically, and you would have got your
Right.
question and got it back on track.
And then probably you would have gotten a drink with Joey.
We just wanted to ask Joey Lauren
Fletcher's
Adams what's a Nubian, but we didn't have the balls.
What's up?
Let's get that on the Twitter sphere right now.
right.
Joey Lauren Adams. What's moving from IT and the D?
Exactly. Oh, we're dead. So what else you got?
No, I mean, honestly, it was a good weekend. It wasn't the. It was fun. I mean, it was good to see everybody who we saw. It is what it is. It's a different vibe, a different experience, a different everything from, say, a PenguinCon. We went to.
But those need to be different, right?
They should be.
Yeah.
Tailgate con.
We went to Midwest Media Expo. That was
Superdome.
one thing that we didn't get. We went to PenguinCon that reset my entire essence of being, and then went to Motor City, which is, it is what it is now.
Well, the way we looked at it, like last year was our first year with press passes at Con.
Yeah.
And it was like, we got like what? 8 station IDs, 9 station IDs. It was like the best time ever. And this one was kind of like, I don't want to say it was the hangover, but it was like, it was different. It was a different experience.
It was a different experience, but your PangoCon is very, and correct me if I'm wrong because I wasn't there, community focused, correct?
It's community driven, the entire thing.
It's absolutely community driven. I mean, all of you guys put in your time and your effort to make the convention good.
Not for profit.
And it's
no one's making money.
And it's a smaller community,
Yeah,
right?
totally, yeah.
Your Midwest Media Expo, similar. But the one thing that was missing from Motor City Comic Con that was at Midwest Media Expo is music.
Teenage girls.
Pikachu's.
There were performances to go see. There were events
Dave
to
had
go
glow
see.
sticks, and he was dancing to the.
You know, so that after
I
party,
had glow sticks at Motor City Comic Con.
you could have taken your glow sticks, picked them up, and then gone and seen a performance. That wasn't really to be found at Motor City. They haven't quite figured that piece out.
The last piece of pulp.
What happens after 7 p.m.?
We were supposed to bring wrestling into Comic-Con, but they did not want to hack up the carpets in those ballrooms. Like that was that's the thing why
it's on a stage. What carpet are you going to hack up?
I was on the phone with Michael Goldman. He didn't.
You got to get Roddy Piper in the ring with one of your guys.
The guy that runs the convention center.
Next year, I want wrestling and I want musicians.
Us too.
And performances.
We want Wesley and the Crushers.
I don't want a giant vendor area. I want to see local Michigan geek bands, local
DJs, the whole nine.
Michigan wrestlers.
I want Scott Steiner to karaoke the Humpty Dance.
Big Papa Pump.
You want to know why?
Do the Humpty Hump.
Because the IT, you know why? Because the IT and the D shows is hookup. Holler if you hear me.
33 to 30%.
No,
66 and 2/3.
Well, that's awfully specific, sir.
Because he's got 33% chance, and then he's got 66% chance.
And then take away my
Then
25%.
he's got 78% chance, and you take away 25%.
All of the Michigan cons could probably learn
For those who are
from one
listening who
another.
have no idea what that we're talking about, just YouTube Scott Steiner math.
Math. Yeah. It's amazing. No,
It'll make your day.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think you're right, and I think all the cons should be different. I want them to
Well, because if they're not, screw it. What's the point?
Different, yeah, but
I
I
want
mean,
them all to be echo chambers. I don't.
I still want some nightlife, though, right? I still want something going on
it's
after
7
o'clock.
p.m.
Yes.
and it shuts down.
Amen. Yep.
7 p.m. You're done.
I got there at 6:30, and I'm like, okay, so now what? expecting PingoCon. They're like,
Neri just woke up.
Bob's like, meet me in the bar, and I'm like, there's nothing going on at 7 o'clock.
We had to make our own fun after 7 o'clock and have lots of,
and we rocked the shit out of it.
Roller skate rink rap music going on, and give our own interpretation. Yeah. So
that's how it should be,
and it worked out because it's us. But come on,
because of all the fun. That's how it should be.
It's a lot of fun, but not everybody has that fun because I don't have the community or the group or whatever to hang on to.
They don't know how to hang. We're okay with that too.
Well, yeah, that too.
But if you
want
to
publicly apologize to Billy Zabka, I think it was like 1:45 in the morning on Saturday. I don't think I drank more in my life. I'm like, hey Billy, let's do our interview now. He's like, Bob, tomorrow. Just talk to me tomorrow. Sure thing, Billy. Good seeing you, man. You're the best around.
Zabka! I was sitting
You're the
there at
best
the table.
around, and nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
I was sitting there at the table, and all of a sudden you guys run off, and then you bolt toward him, and I'm like, all right, I'll sit here and watch the stuff.
I had to carry my shoes past Dirk Manning. I was like, I'm sorry, Dirk.
Rex.
I apologize.
Rex
You can't be sad on Rex Manning Day. I was like, I'm so sorry, man. I don't know what I did last night. But it worked out. It worked out well,
Well, hey, we're gonna wrap things up real quick.
Yeah.
We had a fun show. We had the guys here from Motor City Geek. Find them online, motorcitygeek.com. We had a Dom here from Mess Bucket Comics. Hit him up, messbucketcomics.com. Pick up his new books. Again, this is appreciate you being patient with the live feed. We'll get this right one of these days. This is episode 92, calling it a wrap.
This is the IT in the D Show. We will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Beat it.
Vegan jerky.
The emergency destruct system is now activated.
Conan, what is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
Long live Flash. You've saved your Earth. Have a nice day.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name? Murphy. Make the run. The run.
Game over, man. It's game over.
It's over, Johnny. It's over.
Nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off.
I can't say no, and I don't really want to, so...
Well, especially with the back doors open.
Yo! Hold up! Time out! Time out! Y'all take a chill. You need to cool that shit out. And that's the double truth. Ruth.
Bob loves it in the can.
I hope this was as much fun for you as it was for me.
That's why I like it in the can.
Joe on the truth.
Bear me.
My job is to make sure this program is morally upright and cultural and wholesome.
Shut up, Mimsy! Shut up, Mimsy! Shut up, Mimsy!
Why would Buick put their cars next to the Bentleys? Why? That's not marketing.
The alphabet.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, I can't take that position.
That analogy sucks because it's right.
Because you're getting your 8-track tuned up.
Are we at a break yet? Yeah, so now I'm just doing stupid stuff to make me laugh.
Venture capital is not the end game.
When are we going to talk about me?
Jane, you ignorant slut.
It's my show. I can say what I want.
Kiss my ass, go home, unplug, get off the goddamn internet. You are everything that is wrong with the internet right now.
You're so white right now.
I'm the whitest guy in the room. Just explain it to me.
I love this city.
I was banging on the wang.
Really? Should we talk about this? Tag team it. Should I keep going or should I stop?
Can I just say, it's been great being on a show that talks about Mickey Rooney dying for 20 seconds and then poop for 10 minutes.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.